At 12:41 a.m. local time on March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 from Kuala Lumpur en route to Beijing took off carrying 12 Malaysian crew members and 227 passengers from 14 different nations. With Captain Zahir Ahmad Shah at the controls, alongside First Officer Farik Abdul Hamid, the Boeing 777 jet ascended to a cruising altitude of 35,000 feet. As the plane approached Vietnamese airspace, Kuala Lumpur Air Traffic Control instructed the pilots to hand over to Ho Chi Minh. It was 1:19 a.m.
Malaysian 370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.9.
3 minutes later, at 1:22 a.m., both transponders go silent. So does the crew. A rescue operation is conducted in the most logical place, the South China Sea. They find nothing. There are two kinds of radar used in air traffic control. The primary radar sends out an electromagnetic pulse that reflects off the aircraft and returns to the source. The time spent on the signal returning defines the distance between the aircraft and the antenna. It does not include information about the altitude or the aircraft ID. That is where the secondary radar comes in. It sends out a signal that interrogates a device on the aircraft, called the transponder. The transponder sends a pulse back to the antenna, indicating altitude and aircraft ID. The Boeing 777 is equipped with two transponders. 6,000 miles away in London, a company called Inmarsat operates a satellite communication system for ships and aircrafts. The MH370 was equipped with a satellite transceiver called SATCOM. This provided a link to the Inmarsat system. The satellite would check in on the transceiver about once an hour, much like a cell tower would ping a mobile phone, also called handshakes. There were 7 handshakes registered in the system after the plane vanished. MH370 continued flying for 7 more hours. The Malaysian government eventually revealed that their primary military radar had tracked the plane for an hour after it went silent. What they found only deepened the mystery. MH370 had turned sharply to the left, flown back across the Malaysian peninsula before turning right to the northwest, threading the needle between Malaysian and Indonesian airspace.
These movements are consistent with deliberate action by someone on the plane.
Back in London, Inmarsat are processing the satellite data. By calculating the delay between the satellite and the plane, they figured out how far away MH370 was from the satellite on each handshake. The result: on each handshake, the aircraft passed a point on each of these circles. A lost and incomplete handshake came in at 8:19 a.m. According to this data, MH370 ended up in the southern Indian Ocean. But why? No terrorist organization has claimed responsibility for the disappearance. And why would a potentially suicidal pilot fly for another 7 hours just to kill himself? Last but not least, where is the wreckage? Some aviation experts claim the satellite data might have been tampered with, and that the plane actually went north towards Kazakhstan, a client state of Russia. These are all theories, and for now, that's all we have. Malaysian 370 remains a mystery.